Guys, sad news coming in from +234 Republic, right? Nigeria's former president, Muhammadu Buhari, who led Africa's most populous country between 2015 and 2023, has died in London on Sunday, a presidential spokesperson said. President Buhari died today in London at about 4:30 p.m. following a prolonged illness. President Bola Tinubu's spokesperson said in a post on X. Buhari, 82, also served as a military head of state between January 1984 and August 1985, the spokesperson said. So, guys, that is the sad news coming in from +234 Republic. The former head of state, former president of the Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, has died. He died in a hospital in London. That is what is being reported on. The spokesperson has, confirmed the news. He confirmed this news on Twitter. Now may he so rest in perfect peace. And yeah, but I have observed something, right? Normally when someone dies, people are empathetic towards the family and everything. People, they come on social media to express their condolences and everything. But in this case, some Nigerian social media users are jubilating. And it feels some type of way, bro, because yeah, the person is dead. Charlie, I'll read some tweets to you people like crazy. Anyway, let me read this to you. So let me read this. Let me just read this. I'll get to the tweet as to why people are being indifferent about the death of former president Muhammadu Buhari. Now, who was Muhammadu Buhari? Muhammadu Buhari was born in December 1942 in Dora in Katsina State in the far north of Nigeria, near the border with Niger. At the time, Nigeria was controlled by the British, and it would be another 18 years before the country gained independence. Buhari's father, who died when he was 4, was Fulani, while his mother, who brought him up, was Kanuri. In a 2012 interview, Buhari spoke of being his father's 23rd child and his mother's 13th. Now, he said his only recollection of his father was of the two of them and one of his half-brothers being thrown from the back of a horse. That is the only recollection that your man they get about in father. The young Buhari attended primary school in Dora and then a boarding school in the city of Katsina. After leaving school, he was admitted to the Nigerian Military Training College, joining the Nigerian Army shortly after independence. Buhari undertook officer training in the UK from 1962 to 1963 and then began his steady climb up the ranks. In later years, Buhari attributed his disciplinarian bent to spending his formative years at a boarding school where corporal punishment was the norm, and in the military. He was lucky to have experienced such tough environment, which taught him to work hard, he said. In 1966, there was a military coup and an counter coup in Nigeria, a time of upheaval for army officers, but Buhari always maintained he was too junior to have played any significant role. Less than 10 years later, under a military government, Buhari had risen to become military governor of the Northeast, an area then comprising 6 states. After less than a year, Buhari, now in his mid-30s, was promoted again, becoming Federal Commissioner for Petroleum and Natural Resources, in effect Oil Minister, in 1976 under Olusegun Obasanjo in his first spell as a Nigerian head of state. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is, former President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, I was, saying something about, how people are indifferent about the passing of the former president. And I curated some tweets. When you go on Twitter, this was actually posted by Yaba Left Online, right? And when you comb through the replies and the quoted replies and the comment section, it's like people are indifferent. People are jubilating. It's crazy. Let me read some to you. People die in the country every day. He's not special. This is from Juni. This one said, may God judge him according to how he treated Nigerians. That's not a bad prayer though. Okay. This one said, after wasting 8 years of our lives. Okay. This one said, good riddance. This one said, remaining one to complete. Here you go soon. So it goes on and on and on and on. Crazy no. Anyway, may he so rest in perfect peace. But yeah, my name is Sheldon. I'm out.